Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel. Nellie. I'm Nell.
And I'm Lee.
And this is Addie Girl.
Our new addition.
Yes.
She's the cutest.
And today we are going to talk about my birth story and how it went and how it's been going.
Yeah.
And Alicia has some exciting news for you guys too.
Definitely. You'll see in a later clip.
You want to say hi?
Hi. Can you guys believe it? She's already turning, what, 3 months?
Almost 3 months. Yeah, crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's so cute.
She's such a good little girl.
She's so good. Yeah, we just want to thank you because we realized, the time lapse that we haven't, made any videos. We thought that we would have enough, but just with everything going on, it's been difficult to...
It has been, yeah. It's been like, what, a good 2 months we haven't uploaded anything.
Right.
But it seems like it was like one thing after another.
Yeah.
And this time around, with the third kid, it was a little rougher for me to get up and get moving. I was down for the count for a good 7 weeks. And I needed the whole 6 weeks.
For sure. It's a new adjustment and,
Yep.
everything. So, we just want to thank you for being patient with us. And also, we gained quite a few subscribers. So, welcome to our
thank
channel.
you guys.
Really, thank you. And your sweet compliments, too.
Yeah, we looked at our YouTube and we were like, wow, 326.
I know, they're very much appreciated.
Yeah, and we're glad you guys are still watching our videos, too, and commenting.
Yeah, it definitely motivates us, that people are enjoying our content and everything.
Yes.
So, before we get into it, if you don't mind subscribing
and hitting that bell so you get notified every time we upload, and give this video a big thumbs up if you like it.
Thank you.
So for this video we wanted to talk to you about my birth story. I just want to tell you guys how it went and all that, because it was like pretty scary but pretty interesting at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just start at the beginning, and then I'll tell my story, and then Alicia has a little surprise for you guys at the end.
I do.
So stay tuned. So, I was with Alicia Friday, which would have been the 16th, and I spent the day with her, and then I was supposed to come back Friday night, but Alicia had a good feeling I wasn't, and I was like, no, I'll see you tonight, we were going to hang out, but then I texted her, and I was like, I don't know, I'm just like, I'm really exhausted, like, not feeling it, so, I didn't come, and then the next morning, I started to get contractions, and they seemed pretty real. So I was like, I'm gonna wait. I was texting Alicia the whole morning.
I knew. I was like, she's in labor.
Yeah.
This woman needs to get there.
Yeah, I'm like, no, it's okay. Like, I'll just wait a little bit longer. You know.
Yep.
I started cleaning and just doing
Nesting.
things. Yeah. But then they got more intense, and I was like, okay, this is probably the real deal. I should go in.
Yeah.
So we went in maybe 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was around 8:30 in the morning. And we went to the hospital, and I said that I think I'm in labor. They hooked me up, they checked, and she was like, yeah, today's the day, so you're gonna stay, which was pretty neat. So I texted Alicia. I was like, okay, it's baby time.
I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it was happening.
Yeah, and she came 3 days before her due date, so pretty good.
So July 17th, and her due date was what, July 20th? Yeah.
Yep. So then we were at the hospital, and everything was fine, but then the contractions, of course, they got more intense, but I really focused and breathed and got through it, which was good. But it was really cool because they were just waiting for me to go to 10 centimeters so I can start pushing, and the doctor was like, oh, there's not another person on this floor
Right.
who's gonna give birth. I was the only one there. And she was like, so we're just literally out in the hall waiting for you to be ready, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And I, for one, think it was God, because during my delivery, the doctor ended up calling for every single nurse, and they all came rushing in.
Yeah.
So it was like they were all there for me, which was really cool, because if they had a ton of people giving birth, like, I wouldn't have had them all come in to help me, because they would have been tied up, you know? But yeah, so they ended up breaking my water because I was in labor, like, forever. And she was like, do you want to, like, move along, get it going? And I was like, yeah, sure. So they broke my water. And then I started pushing, and she came out. But then the cord was wrapped around her neck.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And that's, like, always scary. That's never happened to me before. And I didn't really know anything that was happening because I was, like, just pushing. Like, that's all I was focusing on, you know?
Which is good. They probably didn't want to panic.
Right.
Yeah.
But my husband, being there, he noticed it, and he told me that he just kind of froze because she came out blue, which was really scary. And he saw the doctor really trying to slip her hands under the cord to get it off of her neck. And he was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I panicking? So instead, he put his hand on the doctor, and he started to pray. And at that moment, he noticed that she was able to get her fingers under the cord and rip it off, which, you know, we thank God for that. Yes.
Yeah.
But then after that, too, she shouldered. So on top of having the cord around her neck, she also shouldered. So I'm just like, you know, trying to push what I'm supposed to push, and all of a sudden she presses on the call button, and she's like, we have a shoulder in here. And I was like, what's that, you know?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the door rips open, and like all 6 nurses come in, and one nurse comes up behind my back and like pushes me forward, and my legs are all the way up, so I'm like a pretzel, just folded in half. And oh my gosh, yeah, it was scary. And I didn't know what was going on, but then my husband was like, you need to push, and I was like, oh, okay. So like I got back into focus, and I pushed, and you know, they had to like dig her out. But she came out, which was good.
Yeah.
But sometimes when like babies shoulder, they can break their collarbone, or they break their shoulders, like stuff like that. She was good. She didn't have any of that. But when she did come out, she wasn't breathing. So instead of them handing me her right away so I can bond with her, I watched them take her away to put her on the resus table. And I still didn't know really like what was going on. But then I heard them say, oh, she took a breath. And she took a breath on her own on the way over there. And so they didn't have to like try to resuscitate her or anything. But they kept her for a little while, made sure she was good. I had to wait and to hold her and stuff, but I'm just glad that they were able to get her out, and you know, it was
she's a little miracle baby.
Yeah.
I mean, even what Jenna went through with the other blood clot issue before she was even born. I mean, that was a miracle.
Yeah.
In
what
itself.
was that called? SCH,
yeah, SCH.
That's right. And I was here for that too, and I was like, oh,
yeah, and that was
scary
really nerve-wracking, and then the whole, but she's meant to be here.
Yes, and God is good.
Yep. She's healthy.
And then like we only stayed for 24 hours because with 2 other kids at home, like my parents were watching them, but we were like, let's just get home, and you know, it was just, I just wanted out of there.
Yeah.
So they let us go. And I swear I had like PTSD and flashbacks of that moment for like 2 weeks straight. I would wake up and like my shirt was just drenched in sweat. I'd have to change shirt after shirt. Yeah. You know how you go through like a traumatic experience, and then like it's like I was dreaming about it. I'd close my eyes and I would just be there. Like it was very
traumatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that took some time for that to go away, but it did. You know, I just prayed about it, and so that was good. But having 2 other kids at home, it was hard. You know, I was exhausted. I was trying to sleep at any second I could, but then you can't really sleep too much because if your other little one's awake, you know, you gotta
it's like
be up
trying
for
to
them.
balance everything, and her husband only had a week of, right?
Yeah, he had a week off, which was
A
my
blessing,
gosh,
of course.
I needed it.
Yeah.
But when he went back to work, I was like, I don't
Yeah.
know, what am I gonna do?
Yeah,
Like,
that's like,
yeah, and it's like now she's already going on 3 months, and you know,
Yeah.
I'm getting more sleep, and
little Aria, you know, she's a helper.
oh yeah,
You know,
Aria's the
she's
best.
like
Yeah.
a little mother.
She
So it's
is.
so
She
cute.
helps me, and Angelo is just so in love with her.
Yeah.
He's like always wants to hold her and feed her, and he does such a good job too.
You have to
And
post some pictures.
yeah, I will post some pictures. And Angelo helps. He was like helping me.
Yeah.
Like he was making me breakfast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was making himself breakfast, me breakfast, Aria breakfast. Like,
Oh, that's so sweet.
yeah, cause like I really was trying to breastfeed. And I had all the cookies, the packets that you put in the drinks. I even took those maple, they smell like maple syrup.
Oh yeah, the
What were those pills
little
called?
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Not fenugreek?
Yeah,
Maybe it is
fenugreek,
fenugreek.
yeah.
But yeah, I was taking those, and it's just like, it just wasn't working. I wasn't getting anything. She was losing weight. I had to bring her every single week for weight checks, so I had to supplement. And with 2 other kids, it was just like, but I did it for a good month.
Yeah, you did.
You know, it wasn't every time.
Hey, it's better than nothing, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
She at least got...
It was like twice a day. I mean, but
yeah, and
know.
everybody's journey is different, you know, and it's like
Right.
you have to do what's best for your body and what you feel.
Right.
is
And I felt
appropriate.
so guilty because the same thing happened with Aria, that this time around I almost knew it was going to happen, so I wasn't as guilty feeling. I was like, you know, I did what I could, and that's it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of women put pressure on themselves for that,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel like a failure,
Right.
you know, when they can't, but
Hey.
oh well.
Yeah.
I tried.
Hey, you do what you gotta do. And today
Exactly.
they make formula that is so
Close to it.
close to what breast milk provides, so
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
she's healthy and
Yeah, she's doing
she's
good.
doing good, and
Yeah. That's all that matters.
yeah, it's the little joy
Yeah.
to our addition now.
I know.
You know, it's so cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my experience
Yeah.
with all that. Let us know if you guys have ever heard of a baby shouldering.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know that was a
Me
thing.
neither.
So I was real lost.
Yeah.
You know?
I was just folded into a pretzel
Yeah.
and didn't
Yeah.
know what to do.
No,
She's like, what's going on?
the next day too, the nurse came in and I was like, I don't know why my upper back hurts. Like, the other 2 times my upper back never hurt the next day.
Yeah.
And she was like, I know why. It's because I pushed you down and folded you in half. I was like, oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But the doctor actually told my husband after too, she said, you know, when he put his hand on her and started to pray, that she really, like, felt the Holy Spirit.
Feels like
Yeah.
down there.
Pretty cool.
Amazing that, you know, Ray stepped out in faith
Mm-hmm.
and wasn't afraid,
No.
you know,
Yeah.
and he prayed, and
Yep.
I think that's a great example for, like, any situation that we're in, and maybe it might feel uncomfortable, but I feel like that's when God makes a breakthrough,
Yep.
because we may feel uncomfortable to do it, but when we do, it's like,
Right.
you showed you believed in what the power of what God can do,
Great.
and I think that's awesome,
Yep.
so...
Yeah.
That's why we have a miracle.
And
Right here.
that's right. And I know that they were all talking about it too, because then the I think it was the pediatrician nurse
Okay.
who comes in for the baby,
Mhm.
or the pediatrician. It was the pediatrician at the hospital for the babies. And she came in, and the first thing she said was, "Oh, Dad, I heard you saved the day."
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, cute."
That's so
Like,
sweet.
you
Yeah.
know.
She's so happy. Everything was good. Her poor little eyes.
Oh
When
my
she came home, they
gosh.
were so good.
Yeah, I'll put a picture too for you
Yeah.
guys. Her eyes were so, like, she had like a ring of red.
It didn't go away for a week.
Weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, is it ever gonna go away? But it
Mhm.
did.
She's such a little survivor, like,
Yeah.
too. And it just broke my heart.
I
Like,
know.
knowing what she had to go through.
Right.
And the pain and just,
I
like,
know.
being scared, but, you know, she's here. And that team of doctors, I commend them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they did a great job.
So true. Shout out to Bristol Hospital
Yeah,
in Connecticut. They were
definitely.
amazing.
So, during the time that Snow was away, I was very bored. And me and my mom, we've always wanted, we're cat people.
Oh yeah. They
Well,
sure
we're
are.
animal people. Just
All of them. Yeah.
in general, like, we love animals. And I used to have cats when I was younger. I had recently, me and my mom have been researching about Siberian cats. And they came into the U.S. in, like, the early 90s. And right now they're kind of, like, popular. And we researched about them. And they're really, like, sweet with kids. They're like dogs.
Mhm.
And Joe could attest
Yeah.
to that. They're very docile, gentle, great with kids. So I know, you know, this might be a good breed.
Mhm.
So we ended up finding a breeder,
And they're hypoallergenic.
which is crazy.
Yep.
Because you never hear of a cat being hypoallergenic, but my mom, she is allergic to cats. And she doesn't get any allergies to this one.
We should test it out with Ray, because
Yeah.
Ray is super
We should-
allergic to cats.
Well, you know, I was wondering too, because you go home,
Yeah, he seems
and
fine.
if he would be sneezing with you, you know.
True, true.
But, so we do want to show you him.
He is so cute.
He's 4 months now. He got huge.
Yeah,
Overnight, I swear they can get really big.
yeah. But we will link his Instagram below, so you guys can see little
Yes.
baby kitten pictures of him.
Yeah, we made it Instagram.
Yeah, and he has,
Mhm.
quite the people that love
Yeah,
him. So
he's got blue eyes. He's definitely a lady's man.
he's so cute. Let me go grab
Yeah.
him. Where is he?
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, he's right behind us. Did you guys notice him while I was out there searching for him?
Yeah.
He's right behind me.
He's right behind us. He's so sweet. Look at him. You can hear him purring.
He is purring.
I want you to see those blue eyes?
He's sleepy.
He's such a good boy, you guys.
Yeah.
He's so sweet. He loves the baby.
Oh my
We'll
gosh,
put
he
pictures in there.
loves the baby.
He's obsessed with the baby.
Like anywhere she is. That's
Yeah.
probably why he was in here with
Yeah.
us, because he
And
follows
we
her
know
around.
the whole, like, thing. Cats can, like, hurt babies and smother them and whatever. But you know the difference between if a cat wants to.
Right. And we
Mhm.
never leave them
Never.
together alone. So
But he really isn't interested in, like, the milk or smothering or
No.
anything like that.
no,
He lays beside her
it's
and
very sweet.
they cuddle and
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
it's precious. So he's been fun.
He has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And he's very sweet.
Yeah,
He's
he
so
is.
cute. And he's so funny.
Yeah, he loves the kids. And he'll, like, chase his tail and, like,
And he jumps on the table
Yeah.
and he'll like knock things over and like on purpose.
Yeah.
You know?
he's very
Yeah.
But, yeah, so they kept me, busy during the time, and,
Mhm.
so he's been fun.
I actually popped over a couple times with
Yeah.
the kids
Mhm.
while I was still like recovering,
Mhm.
just because I was like, I need to see this cat.
Because he was so cute when he was
so
tiny,
cute.
but he grew so fast.
They do.
He's 4 months.
Mhm.
And a cool fact is, his birthday, May 1st, is my nephew Luke's
Nice.
birthday. Is May 1st.
That's cute.
You know.
Yeah, so that has been our time away from you guys.
Yeah.
My family actually took a little trip to Ohio,
Yeah.
which was fun. We did it just for like right before school
weekend.
started, yeah.
Yeah.
And before I came back and started seeing Lily every day again.
Every
It was
day.
fun.
Yeah.
I know, it's crazy that we took a newborn and 2 other kids on a 10-hour car ride. But we also did it 4 years ago when Aria was first
Right.
born. We packed her up and we went to Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have family there, so.
Yeah. No, it was good. I mean, they stayed you know, at the grandmother's house and everything. So
See? The cat's peeking in the car seat.
oh, now he's playing with her wire.
So if the camera goes crashing, you know why.
I'm afraid of the Christmas tree.
Oh my gosh.
This year.
Yeah.
Nothing really new with me. I just continue to do my thing and wait for it to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to be back.
It is good to be back.
In the groove.
And
Like
we're
we're getting.
so sorry it took so long.
Yeah.
We have another video, actually 3 more videos planned. So make sure you guys come back every Wednesday because we upload around 5 o'clock p.m.
Feel free to share.
Yes.
Our videos, you know, because I know the algorithm. They said with YouTube it's like different right now, so videos aren't really getting pushed out there. So
make sure you share it.
yeah.
And we'll also link our Instagram below too if you guys want to follow us. Well, thank you guys for watching and we love you guys.
We love you guys and God bless.
Bye.